It's casual racism. Alright. Those sneaky foreigners, can't let them on to England. That's why we have to Brexit, you know what I mean? A cigar stub. Wait, what?
This scent is familiar to me, but in order to recognize it, I must combine my associations into one picture.
Really? A hat? Mint leaves. Oh, those Mexicans, you know what I mean? Those really suspicious Mexicans. Can't trust those guys.
A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. Ricardo.
You already know the name of this man? Holmes, you amaze me.
No, Watson, I refer to the cigar. It is a Ricardo Tarrant, a Mexican cigar of an excellent quality. Quite an expensive one, too.
Well, yes, those Mexicans dropping their cigar butts on the floor. Yes, they're suspicious foreigners.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs. A greenish-brown cigar with a strong aroma, a hint of peppermint. These ashes and cigar stubs are similar to the one that we found on the floor. Some of the stubs were recently smoked. There are others that appear fairly old.
That means that the fellow spent several days here. Judging by his clothes, he's hardly a traveller or a tramp.
Well concluded, my dear fellow. A man who smoked the Ricardo brand of Mexican cigar spent several long days at Doncaster Station.
Oh yes, those suspicious Mexicans, am I right? Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop doing that.
Apparently, there was a conflict between the Mexicans and the Chileans.
Wait a minute. I was still reading that.
This ashtray is full of ash and cigar stubs.
What did I pick up? Flooded area. No, what did I pick up? Wait. It's not here? It's not in the documents? Oh, never mind. The Mexicans and the Chileans. Ah, yes, those foreigners up to no good.
A telegraph.
Teacups. Oh, he's a gambler. That's why he's so poor.
Newspaper articles on horse racing. Hurdle, steeplechase, and flat racing. He is a true enthusiast, Holmes.
Well, maybe if he stopped being such an enthusiast, he wouldn't have a mortgage problem.
Betting slips for horse racing. The sums are quite impressive.
It can be
£2.
an expensive vice. This man had probably used all his savings.
Well, maybe if he didn't, then he wouldn't be broke. Alright, well, we figured out that issue. Where did the Mexican go? Do we need to, like, profile the Mexican? Should we, like, call the police? There's a terrorist. There's a terrorist at the Doncaster station. He looks brown. He looks kind of brown and southern. Obviously a terrorist. He just disappeared. Huh. Alright, well, wherever he went, it's not here anymore. Flooded area.
It appears that you may be at risk of some flooding along the line here.
You mean that the whole bloody lake is at our feet?
Quite so. But it is strange, because according to my map, there should be a quarry here, and behind that, the lake.
How should I know? I only arrived here a few months ago.
And where did you work before that?
I was working in Nottingham, but I asked for a quieter place, so they transferred me here. Life is cheaper. I can't really complain.
But you're still gambling. Let's talk about foreigners in Britain, shall we?
There was a gentleman of Mexican origin, I believe, in the waiting room. Did you notice him?
What? A Mexican? Here in the back of beyond? Are you quite sure about that?
You don't know? It's your station? You don't see the people in your own station? Sir, you need to keep an eye out for these terrorists, because you never know when they might bomb your station.
I observe that you are a gambling man, Mr. Duff. You had hoped that your relocation to this small town might have helped ease your addiction, but it was not to be.
I beg your pardon? Addiction to what?
Horse racing tickets.
We found a number of horse racing tickets inside your office. Well, well, we all have our weaknesses. An expensive obsession, surely, for a station master.
It is none of your business. I occasionally attend the races with my colleagues. And anyway, that's my private life.
Goodbye, sir. It is obvious that we cannot inspect the quarry. Instead, we can check the beach area around the flooded lake.
I mean, there's not much of a beach, is it? I mean, look at the weather. Can't go for a swim. It's not bikini weather, am I right, Sherlock? No bikinis for you. Well, what is that? This bubbling in the water? The water is... wait a minute, I can't go anywhere? Oh, well, he just said check the beach area, and I'm at the beach area, and literally there's nothing here for me to do. What is even happening? There's nothing here. What? He said check the beach area, right? And then there's nothing there. Am I crazy, or is the game whack? What's going on here? We can't go that way, right? Can we hop across this? No. Can we hop across this? No. He said check the beach area and there's nothing here. What? What? Alright, let me just walk a little further than that. There's nothing that way, right? The game says to check the beach area, but there's no beach area. Can we, like, lower the water level? Is the place more flooded than it should be? Oh, it's a different place. It's the other side of the beach. Wow. Okay, fine.
Here we are at the beach that is located near the quarry and Doncaster Station. It doesn't look like a very good place to rest.
Heavy vehicle traces.
These traces were made by a carriage. Look. The distance between the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches. The vehicle pressed this stone into the ground. It would have been quite heavy.
Right.
The vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep.
Right.
These traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials. The traces found at the disassembled shed near Evesham and at the lake were from the same vehicle.
Okay. Alright, well the train might be in the lake. The prototype might be inside the lake. Exciting boat trips. Cost of boat trips adults. I can't see that anymore. Departure or something.
An advertisement for lake cruises.
Not sure how this can be exciting. But apparently they're very exciting. What is this?
An abandoned gypsy caravan.
How do you know it's a gypsy caravan? Is that are you racial profiling? Is that what you're doing, Sherlock Holmes? Racial profiling?
Observing the coastline and the moored boats, we are able to see that the lake's water level dropped. The lake has flooded the quarry. The dam was probably breached.
Yeah, yep. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, you see how the boat is in the wrong place. There was a thing. Something appeared on the screen just now. What did I walk over? It wasn't Watson, was it? Let me just run around a bit more. Yeah, there you go. T. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Wait, what? What? Metal plate? Las Zarpas?
A label with the name Las Zarpas.
Those Mexicans and or Chileans. You know, those brown people, suspicious people, you know what I mean? What is... okay, what's going on? Are there actual boats here? Okay, that's the edge of the map. A gypsy caravan, really? Refuse.
This place was abandoned fairly recently.
And in a hurry, it seems. I mean, the fire is still going, so very recently. And they left the boot behind. Wait, is that blood? That's blood, isn't it? And there's a boot. Alright, well we got Mexicans, Chileans, and Gypsies. Wait, what's this? Wait a minute. We can come back here? Why can we come back here? Do we ambush people again? We probably do. We're gonna ambush the Gypsies. Alright. Interesting. Oh, okay, Las Zarpas. First electric railway.
My
opens.
search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
Immigration on the rise. Well, that's why we had the Brexit, you know what I mean? That's why Great Britain left the EU.
My search should be focused upon the name Las Zarpas.
Immigration on the rise. The Government of Ireland Bill. Bloody Sunday.
My search should be focused upon...
London match girls strike Jack the Ripper. Brazil abolishes slavery. Whitechapel murders. Scandal at the Divine Syndicate. New Scotland Yard opens. Picture of Dorian Gray. The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Wait, there's no Malaria is spread by mosquitoes. That's news. Wait, but there's no Lazapas or newspapers. Okay, encyclopedias, art and architecture, economic science, Lazapas. The Lazapas barges are leaders in heavy goods transportation. The Lazapas label belongs to the Mexican consortium Caraco, who cover shipping, electricity services, and mining. Alright, barges.
Here it is.
Barges. Okay, well, there you go. So let's go to the other railway switch. Let me just deduct stuff while we are waiting. Man, spare parts of hand car, fake train. Vanished earlier. The train never reached Evesham. It disappeared earlier and was faked by somebody using a handcar and spare train parts. Doncaster Master received money? Did he? Doncaster Telegram. The train passed through Doncaster Station. The station master reported it. The train never passed through Doncaster Station. The station master lied and sent a false report. Passenger bribe with money he desperately needed. We didn't confirm that or anything, did we? I think I need to go back and talk to the guy. Stolen Mexican Caraco have barges, special transport. The Mexicans have recently utilized barges at the lake, probably to transport something very heavy. Further quarry, stolen rail track, alright. Sure. I think we missed the conversation thing with the Doncaster guy. Should we go back and talk to him first? Before we come back here? Let me just... I don't want to forget this, right? Let me just go back to Doncaster, talk to the guy again. Can we be sure that he was bribed? There's probably nothing to talk to him about at this point. What does that say? Examine the side railway branch that begins at the railway switch. Examine the side quarry branch, leads to the quarry station. Okay, that's not... we haven't finished that. That part is not finished. So the stuff here that we haven't finished. What was the letter that... oh yeah, I've read this already, never mind. Do we harass this guy again?
You'll find nothing interesting here, I'm afraid.
So this is not complete. This here is not complete. Anyway, let me alright, let's go back here. That was a waste of time. Let's go back here and see what's in this area. We probably have to ambush the gypsies at some point.